And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cold said so. YouTube world, is Coffee tapping back in with another one, man. Steve Harvey. He didn't know what the fuck was going on there, did he? He was like, I don't know. He looked a bit befuddled, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I could be wrong. But as always, I want to know what you think. So hit the comments. We got a lot of ish to jump into, man. And first up, also, you guys heard, that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so, man. Man, looking back on, comment, guys. You know what I mean? If you came up through that era of pro wrestling, you know, the boom all the way into the Attitude Era and beyond, it was wild. It was like, even if you weren't a wrestling fan, you were to a degree a wrestling fan or in the know of what was going on, man. Wrestling just blew all the way to fuck up. But someone threw this up, man, and me and my bro Jay Millie were kicking it last night on a live stream. He is a Niners fan. Shout out to him, you know, big shout out to him. I'll throw his channel below if you guys want to tap in with him and sub up. But he's been saying, Coffee, you know, we could get that Niners-Bills Super Bowl. We never got back during the 90s, the Bills Super Bowl era. You guys know the way it went. We played the NFC East, you know, more or less the Giants, Washington, and back-to-back at Dallas. And Berman and a lot of sports analysts were always picking Bills, Niners. It never went down that way. We did see a regular season matchup. Kelly, no punt game. It was pretty amazing. Bills won that one, but I don't know, guys, comment. What do you think? I mean, it's obviously early, but could you see that possibly? Bills, Niners, Bills, Eagles? What are y'all thinking? Because we know the Bills is going. But someone threw it up and said that Stone Cold threw up this caption, laughing. They said, I didn't know Stone Cold was a Bills fan. And I was like, man, is this just something someone threw together? Or does Stone Cold really post this? You know, because Jay Millie was like, nah, bro, he's a Cowboys fan, I believe. And I mean, that would make sense, as we know he is indeed from Texas. But I don't know. I tried to dig around, and I think this is just someone put up having fun, and I'm having fun with it too. But for a second, I was like, oh, damn, is Stone Cold pulling for the Bills? Because we're seeing that so many more people are pulling for the Bills. We're getting, national coverage and everything like that. It's cool. But another individual, Growing Legit, who checked into a live stream I had going the other day, we were just talking Bills football, having a lot of fun. Make sure you guys tap into some of these live streams. We talk music, news, sports, and much more. But he was like, man, you know what's so crazy? Right? As I was just talking about the Cowboys, you remember back during the 90s, there was a lot of fake football fans that were like, I'm a Cowboys fan. Just like we saw with Brady and the Pats. All these, the issues to disgust me, especially individuals from Western New York throwing on those despicable jerseys. Like, you don't even know football. You can't even name 5 of the guys out there on the field for that team, and you're calling yourself a fan. But I don't know. He was like, it's wild now as a Bills fan. Like, he hates, this was, again, dude Growing Legit tapping into one of my lives. He's like, I hate almost telling people I'm a Bills fan now when they ask, because he's like, I feel like they feel like maybe I'm a fake fan. That's how good we are right now. You know what I mean? The bandwagon fans is coming out the woodwork. But all things, to my knowledge, I believe that Stone Cold did not put this up. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment. I couldn't find it. Moving along to some other things, man. Something that someone threw up that was very interesting to me was this stat about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. And, man, I love Bill's Twitter, man. I have so much fun on here. Well, first, this one guy, Spence the King, known as the Hefe, got that blue check in the blogosphere. He says, remember when Josh Allen was throwing to Kelvin Benjamin, Robert Foster, and Zay Jones? Good times. Man, I remember that. That was wild, man. Kelvin Benjamin, this guy just... You guys remember he tried to come back as a tight end like last year, I think, with the Giants, and it was... You know what I mean? It wasn't happening. That guy, I don't know. I didn't understand it. I was a bit excited at first when we snatched him up, and he wasn't about ish. And then I think he landed with the Chiefs for a little while. It was kind of crazy. Robert Foster, man, whew! I remember that game when Matt Barkley came in against the Jets. When we had that injury ish going on in Josh's rookie season, and thou who I shall never name again on this channel ever. I don't even want to fix my face to say his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Blew a couple games for us, and then we were just grabbing guys up off the streets until Barkley came in. I believe he hit Foster that game as well as Isaiah McKenzie in that flawless victory. But peep this. If Josh Allen were to beat Mahomes twice this year, win MVP, win the Super Bowl, and win Super Bowl MVP, the two players would be 3-3 head-to-head and essentially have the exact same resume. At that point, Allen and Mahomes would be equals at that point, not at this one. Now, truly, right now, just as a Bills fan, I believe right now, this season, the way things are going, what we're seeing out there on the field, Josh Allen is currently the better QB. I truly believe that. Comment and let me know if you guys agree. But, when it comes to the stats and what they've accomplished and their resume, so to speak, as this gentleman just mentioned, like this, some may say sounds like a tall order, but I really believe Allen could do this. I really do. Like, comment, guys. What do you think? I mean, I think we all truly believe that the Bills, all my fellow Billsmafia, and I think even some of the opposing fans really believe that the Bills could do the damn thing. And then when you start talking about MVP and you look at another stat that I wanted to share with you guys, the fact that Josh Allen has more total yards than the whole damn Bears offense. 1876 to 1762. I share that stat with you as I ask the question if you think he could accomplish this feat that, we just went over in that tweet regarding the resumes. But I'll also ask you at this very moment, at this current juncture, if the season ended today, is Josh Allen the MVP? Let me know. Tap in and comment. And all the Bears fans or just anyone who hears this, what do you think about Justin Fields, how he's progressing along? And one more thing I wanted to go over regarding Josh Allen before I move along is this breakdown on his salary. The tax collector, Uncle Sam, god damn, he's going in their pockets heavy. This is Buffalo Party Co. broke this all down, and holy moly, we just saw with Cole Beasley, former Buffalo Bill, man, who, again, I was really sad to see him walk away. It was a shame that a lot of the stuff he was talking about on social media regarding the league, regarding the sickness and the treatment, really kind of somewhat blackballed him to a degree, I believe. And I mean, let me know what you guys think. I could be mistaken. I'm just giving you my takes and my opinions. And once again, asking for yours in that comment section. I hated to see Cole go. I truly believe that was a part of where things went wrong with him in the organization. But after this very brief comeback, one game with the Buccaneers, we heard DeBall and the Giants were trying to snatch him up off the practice squad. You know what I mean? As we know, DeBall is eyeing up all that Bills and former Bills talent. He knows what it is. He was with this squad. Now we got Dorsey or whatever. And comment, guys, what do you think about DeBall's current season so far with the Giants? If you see that head coaching gig in his future, continuing or what? I mean, it's early to say, but what do you think about what you saw so far? But something that Cole stated when he came back is he wanted to go somewhere where they weren't going to hit him in the head with taxes. And we know he played in Florida, right? And when you hear of that and you look at these numbers, you're like, damn, right? New York State, we know they're heavy on the taxes. I don't know, that starts getting into politics about life and society and things of that nature. But I won't get into that. But what I will say is when you live in a state, where they don't have that going on like Florida, you see the difference. I'll put it like that. But peep this, man. Gross income, 43 M's. Federal tax, minus 15.86. State, 3.16. Damn, that's crazy. We were talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, and there it is. 316 in state tax. The bottom line, they're coming for it because the tax man said so. FICA, 1.02. Estimated jock tax. Guys, fill me in on what in the fuck jock tax is, if you would be so gracious. I humbly ask of you. $387,000. Total taxes taken out, $20.43 million. And that's a 47.5% tax rate. After everything, minus that 20.43 M's in taxes, that brings it on down from 43.0 to 22.57. Oh my goodness, Uncle Sam is on some savagery, hitting Josh Allen in his pockets. And listen, we love Buffalo, and I'm glad, a lot of our players seem to love Buffalo and Western New York, as that's something I bring up often. And I just saw someone speaking about the other day, how Thurman, Jim Kelly, and many, many other, athletes who played in Western New York, the great city of Buffalo, New York, decided to make that their permanent residence. But man, they're hitting them in the head with the taxes. But it is what it is, I guess. But moving along, guys, before we get into this other segment, something someone else pointed out is the secondary. As I stated in my other video regarding this game, I want to know everyone's thoughts about what's the matchups you're watching for out there, what matchups and the keys to victory and things like that. Your takes on what's going to be a big difference maker on that field tomorrow. Someone was saying they feel like our D-line is going to make the big difference for us. But listen to this, man. Chiefs are playing 2 rookie cornerbacks versus Josh Allen. Bills are playing a rookie cornerback and a former 7th-round pick versus Mahomes. Is Jordan Poyer the difference maker? Very interesting. Comment and let me know what you think. And how about this, man? Von Miller, as we know, we're talking about salaries and taxes and things like that. He's been a great addition to the team. And, he's got some sacks. What do you guys think? Is he living up to expectations? I mean, I think he is. I think he's making a big difference out there. But something, that individuals, fans, we don't already necessarily know of. I don't want to call it behind the scenes, but just things we may not take into account generally. James Palmer, a sports analyst in the, media world, he was pointing out how Von Miller told him this week that studying film is one of his talents, and how, he sees all the advantages and disadvantages out there, and is, regularly getting together with his fellow pass rushers, doing his homework and trying to, focus on the Bills team. The defense out there is a team and getting the job done. And that's just great and outstanding to hear. And the Chiefs left tackle Orlando Brown said he can actually see Miller's tutelage on film. And, I definitely think he's been worth the money. Let me know what you guys think.
Should Tua retire? I think so. I'm not sure because we don't know all the details. I will tell you, if I were him, I'm suing somebody. Mm-hmm. And I'm not usually that dude, but I'm suing somebody. For him to take the hit Sunday in Buffalo, you get up, you stumble, you fall back down. And for them to say it was a back issue, it was not a head issue. Understand what concussion protocols, you usually take 6 to 7 days. He had another game in 4 days. Okay? You put his life in danger because he's back out there. Now, in fairness to the Miami Dolphins, they swear we followed all the necessary protocols. We did everything right. We stand by that. Well, why the hell the independent doctor that you had, why did you release him? Why did he get dismissed? Because you didn't do everything right. And anybody with 2 eyes can see that brother was in a world of trouble. You put him back in the same game Sunday. Then you turned around, you played them Thursday, and everybody tells you the second concussion is what's the most dangerous. The first concussion does damage, but the second one is where your life can really, really be in danger. And in my opinion, he shouldn't be allowed to play for the rest of the season, at the very least. At the very least. And considering concussions and how big these brothers are compared to him, the next hit, you'll know what kind of damage that could do.
All right, guys. On a very, very serious note here, as a Bills fan and the way things been shaking and moving this year with all these Dolphins fans, jumped out the woodwork. They were feeling themselves heavily, and since then they've got hit with a dose of reality. You know what I mean? And it's funny, they wanted to talk about us making excuses and this and that, and all I'm hearing is excuses from them. You know what I mean? While we're in first place in the AFC East. Hope you guys enjoyed your little short stay. But on a serious note, man, this Tua situation we see now. You heard what Stephen A. Smith said there. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you thought we may see something to that extent play out, and I mean, that could still happen, obviously, though, what I'm getting at is Tua isn't retiring, and he's been cleared to play week 7 against the Steelers. He's going to be back up out there. Are you shocked to see Tua back? I haven't seen much updates regarding this whole investigation. Let me know. Maybe I missed it. Did they come to some kind of, disposition and bottom line? Because Stone Cold said so regarding this concussion protocol incident. I mean, once again, something that Stephen A. Smith that's as obvious to a duck was that, that was indeed a concussion versus the Bills. That back spasms bullshit was absolutely ludicrous and ridiculous. But I don't know, Tua coming back out week 7. What do y'all think about this? Dolphins fans just be crying it up. But, I personally, aside from all this with Tua, the Dolphins, obviously they're not no pushover. Again, they got that W against us, but they're just not the better team. They're just not that good of a squad. Listen, football fans, we know teams can get and fan bases can get caught up in the hype. But as the season progresses along, yes, you're going to see some upsets. You're going to see some things happen. But as that used to be 16 game schedule, now 17 rolls around, the good teams continue to win. The bad teams or not so good teams, their season trends in another way. And we're seeing that as things go on. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this Tua situation and everything else we covered? Are you surprised to see him back so soon? And that's really going to do it on this one, guys. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you did indeed do so, again, I ask that you join the discussion in the comments. I can't stress enough. That's why I create this content, to talk it up with other individuals on the topics that we cover. And don't forget to sub up. More videos coming. Music, news, sports, and more. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great day. Peace. Go Bills.